So you're welcome. This is Mida Fellow Jimo, team lead of Plan B Express. Just to show you how to be a profitable trader as a beginner. So you can imagine yourself to say, I'm a beginner and I want to be a profitable trader. It's very possible. But what it takes is to be a disciplined fellow. If you can be a disciplined fellow, you can start be a profitable trader. I like us to know that trading is not magical the way people take it to be. It's because of lack of discipline that's causing a lot of problem. Most of the trade you embark on is actually trending on people's emotion. And so you leverage on it. So you just need the right tool. So let's go very quickly. I'm going to show you. And of course, you want to be a full professional and portfolio manager by yourself, then that may need you to get to planbexpress.com and get a role, or you can chat up with us, returning, or you can come to our office at number 49, Chidima Plaza, number 49, Odaba Road, opposite Mimi Tasty, cluster around Rumamasi Runabout by Shell, AI region at Rumamasi, Port Harcourt, River State. Now, if you want to chat up with us, of course, you can go to our portal and www.planbexpress.com, and you can take number, send message, and you'll be responded to. So now I'm going to take you now. So please have your pen and your paper. And if you have your laptop, it's good. If you have your phone, just make sure you have a place you can document this thing I want to show to you. Okay. So let's quickly share with you. Now, what does it require you to be a profitable trader? I want to be a profitable trader. So no one wants to trade just for trading's sake, just for fun. I don't think it makes any sense. So trading make simple for beginners. The requirement first, you need an exchange platform. Practically, there are so many exchange platforms, of course, you can use, but I brought out these three for you. Number one, CoinW. Number two, Bybit. Number three, Binance. Now, let's take just on CoinW and Bybit. Now, there are two things I want you to strategically do on the CoinW and Bybit. You perhaps will want to trade two trade pattern. Number one, maybe future, and number two, spot. So you could use CoinW and Bybit for your future, and then Binance for your spot. Now, what do I say? Why do I say that? So you don't pay for that. So I like to spread my trading on more than one exchange because, centralized exchange are actually damn risky. Okay. Centralized exchange are damn risky. So now let's go CoinW. So I will send this CoinW link on the chat box. So if you want to take on that, okay. All right, so these are the tools I want you to take note of, right? These are the tools, requirements. So if I can paste it on the chat box, those of you who are connected on Facebook and other, so you can see if you can go to the comment section. If all will go, fine. Okay, so all go to the comment section. So you can check on the comment section if you are connected live on Facebook. Then, of course, if you are watching on YouTube, you can check the comment section of the YouTube channel. Okay, and then you get started. So now I'm going to, so this is CoinW. I just copied the link. So two things we're going to be doing on CoinW, future and on Bybit future. And I'm going to tell you why. Why is that CoinW supports you on information, guided information. So once you use my link to sign up on CoinW, chat up with me on my phone number +234 8036 924588, so that I can connect you on the group where you can be added on, important information, right? So, and then support trading. Support training can be given to you, important information and update can be given to you, and all of that. So I would love you get connected with us on my WhatsApp group. And of course, Plan B Express is a full community with so much diversification. So, but take it simple how to trade, a profitable trader, even as a beginner. So you start and now begin to work on the strategy I want to give to you. So I've told you we're going to use CoinW for future, Bybit for future, and Binance for your spot. But listen, be careful the way you do. Rule 1 of your future: do not open any leverage more than 3x, right? Don't end more than 3x. Number 2, the one on CoinW, you can put it for a lower time frame, with 1 hour time frame. Then the one on Bybit, you can use it for higher time frame, with 4 hour time frame. So partition it that way. Say, oh, the CoinW, I'm going for lower time frame, 1 hour. You know, now some of you could do 30 minutes if you wish. So 1 hour. Then the one on Bybit, 4 hours, or perhaps even 1 day, so that you can measure a bigger trend and a breakout. Okay. So then, the DEX, Pancake Swap, Uniswap, Bulk Finance, just keep that. I'm not going to dwell much on that today. And another day I'll talk about that. So then the tools you need, I've said you need CoinGecko. So this is CoinGecko. And what actually do you need CoinGecko for? CoinGecko is a coin aggregator, just like CoinMarketCap and the like. So what are they used for? They are used to screen your coin you may want to buy. You want to see what is any information around it or not, okay? And perhaps you want to see their volumes for the day, right? That you want to get involved in that particular coin. You want to screen a lot of information around that coin. So you have CoinGecko, you have CoinMarketCap, and you have Nomics. So they give you a lot of research information about the coin, so you can read more. So Nomics, CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and the like. Okay. So now, but this is a thing I want you to take note of. This is a thing I want you to take note of. Yeah. As a beginner that want to be effective trader, as a beginner, do not trade anything out of, don't trade out of BTC, Ethereum, and BNB. Okay, you can work on this perhaps now because of more vital information, some partnership on Avalanche, okay, just happening. So perhaps you can add Avalanche. Okay, you can add Avalanche. So, but you have to be careful when you are trading altcoin so that you don't get burnt unnecessarily. So BTC will always have volume for you to trade. Okay, so I will always recommend that people trade within the range of BTC, Ethereum, and BNB. You can add other ones over time when you study and know more about what to do. So, but do more for BTC. So now let's go very quickly. So now you have the, okay, so sometimes you come in the morning, you want to check coin to trade. You perhaps want to check 24 hours volume. Okay, so you want to see 24 hours volume. So you click and it's going to sort you. Of course, you should know that BTC will always be up, and then Ethereum, all right? All these are stable coin. So XRP, you can see XRP is really adding more volume too. So Avalanche and all of that. So you want to check volume within the first 1, 2, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now it's your choice, okay? So you can see there's so much volume on Avalanche and XRP within 24 hours. So money are flowing in so much too. XRP, Avalanche, outside BTC and Ethereum. So you can see XRP. So now let's do something very quickly. So having seen that, so what do? And you could go, and then that's why I'm going to give you Trading View. It's going to help you to do something very simple. So let's go to Trading View. So so you copy a link. The link I put in here, this link. So you copy this link. So first of all, copy all those links and register on CoinW, verify your account, register on Bybit, verify your account if you like. Then Binance, register, verify your account. So all this is just a link for you to know and not to go to phishing platform. Then for TradingView, click this link and register with your Gmail, and then you are good to go. So next, I'm going to take you on it right now. So let's look at TradingView. This is TradingView. Once you have registered with your Gmail, and I will advise you, if you want to really get it well, make use of your laptop if you're using TradingView. So let's go. Now, this is TradingView. You can see now it's saying it's not upgraded. So because I have my account that is upgraded, that is paid, but you do not need to spend money to use TradingView. So I have my own account that is paid. You see that it's not showing. So I have the one that I paid for. So, but you do not need to start paying for TradingView. It's free for you to use, okay? So let's quickly look at it. This is TradingView. So let's take XRP. So, but I told you don't trade more than BTC and Ethereum, BNB maximum. So, but I want to just take XRP for this example I want to use. Maybe there are so much things around XRP now. So now in your case, when you first open your TradingView, it may not show this way. You may have to click on this and it show you product. So you click on product and you click on chart. So most time it may not show like mine. So you have to go through this process. So once that happens, then you can now search the name of a coin. Now you can see that TradingView is not only for crypto, it's for stock markets, for futures, for Forex, indices, bonds, economy, and all of those things you can, as far as financial market is concerned. So, but you are looking for crypto. So let's take crypto. Now, XRP is the name of a coin. Of course, those of you are very, very, very new. So you take your cursor to that coin. So XRP USDT. So for instance, XRP USDT, I want to see the exchange. I may want to screen it from. So is it on Bybit? So let me go on Bybit. Okay, it's a contract. So launch XRP. Now this is XRP. Don't mind me, it's showing you week because the last one I did was weekly. So I have to. So this one, I told you the one we want to scalp on. So I'm going to use 1 hour. Okay, I'm going to use 1 hour. So let me use 1 hour. XRP. Do I have it doesn't matter, you can use any exchange to do the screening, but I just want to check if I could have other exchange, so never mind. So but to get more volume and really good movement, so perhaps let me use Binance. Excuse me. XRP. So let me use Binance. So you can see this is a chart, right? Most time the best chart we always recommend by the time you start doing more in your trading and all of that, we recommend more of line chart, not candle pattern. So like this, it gives you more better view and the real movement of the market. So but let's look at the candles. Okay. So this is XRP, all right? So now an XRP, sometimes I like moving this guy to the right, to left. I like moving this scale to left. I see timing, the way the timing is moving. All right, so now this is the thing. So what am I going to do here? I have used 1 hour, right? So this is 1 hour time frame. Now, what exactly are you looking for 1 hour time frame? I'm going to give you two things. Number one, you can combine some things, right? I've selected some things we're going to use. I'm going to give you some indicator and oscillators that you use. Number one, you're going to use combination of, go to your indicator, and then you're going to use combination of Bollinger, okay? So using Bollinger man, okay? So I'm adding Bollinger. So that's, okay, so Bollinger is up here. So you have Bollinger. So most time you want to see the effectiveness of Bollinger, and then let me just scream this one out. Okay, so this is Bollinger. Now I'm going to explain certain things for you on Bollinger. It has an upper band and lower band, and it has a moving average, right? It has a moving average at the center, which shows you the bearish and bullish, all right? The uptrend and downtrend of it. Now, most time people use Bollinger squeeze to enter a trade. Now, if you look at this Bollinger, if you enable it to trade, people who scalp is good for them more. Now, then the movement is sideways, all right? It tends to be squeezed at a point, and when it gets squeezed up, you now need to look at the price action within which the squeeze happens. So we're having more of a kind of bear season of the squeeze. So what you need to have is either a breakdown or a breakup. But so at the squeeze of here, right? At the squeeze of here, what you expect is a drop down. Perhaps most of this was abnormal. Most of the drop down will hit the lower band. Then you may want to take a trade. But I'm going to add something to this, your Bollinger, so that should I take a trade when I saw it here? All right. Now you get to the upper band, you sell, and perhaps you want to enter a short if you are using, if you are trading, future trading and all of that. Now having short, it hits the lower band, you stop, you trade up and all of that. So these are part of the things that you want to check. Now the squeeze continue, and of course you see after the squeeze, what happened is above the 50 MA. So once it's above, you say, okay, it's actually an uptrend. So after the squeeze with the candle pattern confirmation, you are having a kind of movement upward, just like here, you have a downtrend. Here, you see, after the squeeze, what do you have? So you can see the struggle here. So most time people use Bollinger Band, say, okay, upper, down, and lower limit. No. You have to check the combination with the squeeze and what candle pattern was created at the squeeze. The candle pattern a bullish one, or above the 50 MA, or is below. If it's below, then you are going to have issues of the market hitting down. So you have to watch. So, but I'm going to give you scientific confirmation now. Just in Bollinger Band over time on your own, you can combine it with other tools. Now you can see this now. We have this. There was a squeeze here, and then this was a kind of confirmation, a bottom out, and then a wrap up. So at this point now, we're having another squeeze, right? So, but at this squeeze that is happening now, we're having the market actually going downward. So you could say this market practically may go down eventually. So over time, there are things you must learn. So I cannot give you all of those ones here, where you need to know the trend of the market. Because if you don't know the trend of the market and you are trading, you are actually gambling. So I need to know the trend of the market. Are we up or down? And so we'll be able to say, okay, this. But as the latest you're going to add to help you now is called MACD. This helps you a lot to take trading decision, okay? MACD, it's called moving average, convergence, divergence. So we're going to add MACD, and I'm interpreting the MACD to you, how to combine it. So this is MACD, fantastic. Now, can you see now? So ordinarily, even before I was just telling you that we're after this squeeze, the markets will come down. Do you know when you are using your MACD, you're already making your decision to be off? Why? MACD already told you to sell at this point, all right? Why? So now you may want to set something. There are three things about the MACD, right? So take note of them. Number one on MACD, number one, they call signal line, all right? It's called signal line, okay? There's signal line, there is MACD, and there is histogram. Okay, you see this red, this purple is the signal line. You see that blue is the MACD. So what actually happened? This is a movement the way they do, okay? Sometimes, of course, you should need to know that, indicator can be lagging, but you as a beginner, it can help you to solve some problems. Of course, you should know that not everything is not 100% guaranteed, but there are things you will take note of for confirmation of what you are doing part time, okay? So now, look at this is a signal line. This red is a signal line, or purple, you can call it. Then why this blue is. Now, you may want to ask me, how do I know? Please, I need to know how is it. Now, if you click here, you click on your setting, pop it up. So let it pop up. Now, you can see the line style. So can you see the color, histogram? So can you see MACD? See MACD, that is the blue. See signal, that is the purple. You can change the color as you like though. So, but for me, I just leave it the way, by default, the way it is. Now, so look at what I want to show you now. This is a very simple thing. Now, if I want to buy, this is XRP, right? If you look at it here now, what happened? XRP, as on the Bollinger, we have a kind of continuous moving here, and then after the squeeze, what happened? You have a flash drop, which you have here. Now, this flash drop, and then we quickly come back. See what you do. You are using any time in a good, but you have to check it in corresponding to something. Anytime the MACD line crosses above, at least on a very sharp one, not closed. Look at this sharp one. Anytime, you perhaps may not have done anything here, so some of us must have done something, and I'm going to tell you why I may do something. Anytime this MACD line crosses the signal line above, then you can say, oh, the market is returning back. But this is what you do. Check it aligned with the histogram. The histogram will show you the volume that is accumulating. Do we have volume actually coming up? Yes. So because if you look at it, when it started here, this red start getting fainting, and then of course we have volume added up. So at that point you say, okay, I'm going to buy. All right. So if you look at it now, at here you likely will not buy because that was not a normal one. So but at this point you have actually bought here, right? And then it move up as it were. And then the next, you know now at this point when you bought here, and then by the time it's hitting the upper limits, all right, of the Bollinger, you're already saying, I want to sell. Yes, even the MACD too have given a kind of move, but it only confirmed here, right? So here, so maybe you bought here, right? You actually bought here. So let's take this, let's look at something so that when you are trading, you don't give yourself unnecessary headache. Let's look at it here. So you perhaps may catch like 5%. So if it's a future trading, so with 3x, you already done 15% for that day or for that trade. Okay. Now, why do I need to do this? I need to do this is short time frame, like 1 hour, 30 minutes that, people use 15 minutes. I don't do that because I don't have, the worst I can go is 1 hour. Okay. So I'm not a scalper. I don't have energy for that. So, and I want to master some of these things. Now, so with 5 minutes, 5% by 3x is 15% already. So you enter a trade because the MACD had given you signal, and then the Bollinger within this band, and then of course you saw a breakout. After that, you saw that the market start having issues and volume start reducing. Now, I may not trade all these squeeze as it were. It's only people who are scalping that are going to trade that. So not all the time you start having time to trade all of those things. Now, you see, now the signal line, anytime the signal line crosses above, and downward of the MACD, then you may want to short. But for me, I need to see how distant is it. So it's not too distant. So shorting may not really make sense because you're now looking at your Bollinger is very, the candle are not long, are short, so you have to be careful. And so at this point, I perhaps want to have trade. So it's not healthy for me. So don't trade because you just want to trade. Trade because there is an action. See where I may have come to pick another trade because this between this line are too small, getting to this place. All right. So you get into this place, what do you have? You have this MACD line crosses and then getting to the upper limit. You can see that this is a 1 hour time frame. That's why you're having this short kind of this. Then it crosses again and have a kind of a drop. This was a good breakout for you because look at it, it was a distance. And now already, it's already says sell, okay? So now what do? I can just do something for you, very simple. Now you're using MACD combination with, MACD in combination with, call it for me, MACD in combination with, MACD in combination with Bollinger. So you can now see now, MACD already told you, hey, you know what? It's already gone here. And then the signal line is already above, so which is already bearish. And of course, you can see the volume bearish. This is the histogram, giving you the indication of the volume is bearish. Now, at this point, you know, when the MACD crosses, you can see another confirmation. It crossed and tried to break again, but couldn't make it. And then the next, so MACD at the signal line was above. And of course, this guy getting weaker. And so the next you should expect now after this squeeze, perhaps it may just take some little sideways and as it were, and gathering some momentum, you could do something like this. And then the next you could see that, okay, we have a support here, area of value here. So if you cannot hold this area of value, then you could say, okay, market was going to come down to somewhere here, okay? So with that, you'll be able to enter a position. Now, but this is what you should do. So let's just right click and set alerts. Look at it. Just right click on your page and add what you got, add alerts. Very simple, okay? So alert notification, okay? So add alerts. So what do? You are now saying, now, please take note of this. Let me show you something. Take note of this, very, very important. So now using all those tools, I'm just using this. So on the trading view, I say we're using Bollinger. Yeah, I'm using just 2 or 3 tools for you because you are not on paid at this thing. Bollinger combined with MACD. So take note of this rule. We have signal line. We have MACD line. So you have MACD. Okay, that is on MACD. Then we have histogram. Then on Bollinger, we have the moving average. We have the moving average. We have the upper limit. Then we have the lower limit. All right. We have the upper limit. We have the lower limit. Well, then what happened? All right. So this is this. Sell. All right. Sell or take short position when, okay, this is signal, yeah, signal line. Sell or take short position, all right, when signal line crosses above MACD. You understand? Now, buy or take long position when MACD crosses above signal line. All right. Now, the next you need to know is a histogram. What does histogram show you? This indicates volumes in accordance with the trend. Look at the trend with the trend. Now, what do we mean by this? What is the trend here? Let me quickly close this. The trend is a downtrend or an uptrend. So if the signal line, if the MACD line crosses the signal line, that is a buying opportunity or long position, right? You now need to see, are we now having volume? Are you having volume? This volume again too shows most time, even before the signal line start coming or the MACD line start dropping, you will see that the volume, the greener the histogram, the stronger and the longer the trend, all right, of the uptrend. But over time, people begin to sell more. You now have the green line turning faint and light green. The same thing, the thicker the red, the stronger the downtrend. So then when it gets in fainting, you know that the end of that season is coming, just like you see in the Bollinger and the line here, you can see the pattern, you know. So you can see not all trade you want to be taking. Look at it. This is a very good trade you took because you see that after the squeeze, long time after the squeeze, we now have it hits the lower limit, and then look at the price action. There was a kind of continuous bullish, then above the moving average. So what do you expect? You expect some long position, but you probably may not take it immediately. You want to see this MACD crosses and continue to move. And then that was what you have here. And you see, after getting to this place, you see take a return. Even before it took a return, you know, you are taking to make profit. You are not interested in anybody saying. Now, you have taken a trade here. So perhaps you didn't take the trade here, but you took it here. Okay, so this is here. And it hit the wall. This is 5%. You know, I told you 1 hour is like short time. So this is 5%. And you're on 3x and you take long. What do? You're already in profit. You close the trade. Now, it may not be all the time that you want to take a short position after the closing of the long position. Why? Because you will need to study and understand the pattern the market is taking per time. Okay? So you can see that at this point, you have it a kind of drop, but it's telling you that I continue the trend because he hit the moving average and bounced up, but yet we couldn't see volume. No volume to have continued the momentum. You are having a touch, so the kind of resistance up here, all right? There's a kind of resistance up here. So you are having this issue here, and the guy begins to struggle the first, the third time. Now, when you have a consistent hitting up, and he was unable to make it, even the MACD already told you that we are going downward, right? So it was going down, but the market was creating a kind of higher high. So that's already a signal ahead that we're going to have a downtrend. All right. So at the end of the day, when it happens here, just check this AMA, the moving average, the candle pattern, we have a bearish engulfing. Let me quickly show you here. Now, if you want to know more of this, you have to come to plan B properly to learn this. Can you see? So you can see now, the next thing, what happened, this guy, we have a kind of bearish engulfing candle, and then he printed it as crazy as possible. And of course, you start seeing the histogram printing red. So at the confirmation of this place, you enter short, probably you want to enter. Now, this enter short. Now, for the fact that it hits down here, right? For the fact that it hit down here, this is where trade now get more interesting. It hit down here. It now depends on what type of time are you catching. So if you look at it, after you take a trade here, this is 2%, which is not too big. So because you know that the trade in the market is still a go downward, because if you see it took a move and then hit, this is a downtrend, because there was a reversal up here, okay? Now it hits, and then this began creating a kind of resistance. So there's a continuous downward move here. After trying to make it up, no way, then it broke down again. Remember, you have entered here. You don't need to be afraid of what's happening, because if you look at it, the guy is still going down. All right. Then until we get here, we have a kind of divergence, because volume was adding up a little. But you now, that's why the Bollinger Band combination of the you say no, right? Then the next you have, so these are not the type of crossing you want. Then you have continuous downward till again you have a cross here, but that was not a healthy one, because the moving average is still creating a very big resistance for it. Do you see now? So you see now, then until you start having, now this was a very good crossing. Can you see? This was a very good crossing. Why? Volume start coming, okay? Volume start coming. Then at this point, you will have sold and probably want to take a long position, as it were. So can you see now? So now, this is what I'm just trying to show us. If you see when you have entered a short position here, you don't need to get panic because the market was going. Now, I'm not telling you are going to be as long as this in the market. So that's just about 8%, but that was a drag trade. So you perhaps sometimes not all trade you want to take. Okay, so you could see this guy now. All right, so you could see the logical returning of it. All right, after this, so you have consistent rise here, because after hitting down, all right, it was going above the moving average, but the moment it broke it here, and you could see that the market was already right. So you have decided to change your mind because the trend have changed direction. And now this is what you have. And then the pattern continue. Even though it broke here again, can you see? We have a kind of touchdown, and then it broke here. Now, I will short here and take this trade. You may not enter trade in this. This is a kind of squeeze. Then after this was a kind of a clearer entry, and then it dropped down, and then, so sometimes all of this kind of movement, you may not be so much interested. But at this point now, you'll be interested because there was a clearer direction of the MACD line crossing below the signal line, and signal line going above the MACD line. So, and this was a kind of squeeze. Now, however, you need to understand one thing again. This squeeze may continue for a while, but certainly you want to have, can we have a support here? Yes, possibly yes. Then can we have here? Now, listen, I'm not doing this to you for those of you who are new to be checking all of this thing too much. All you are doing is that ensure that when you are setting your alert, right? When it gives you the alert, say buy, all right? So what do you want to do? So I want to right click. So right click and click on add alerts. So what do you want to do with the alert? So you say, okay, XRP USDT, crossing. Okay, crossing to where? Look at it. You are saying when what? When MACD crosses, when MACD crosses above. So you want to use MACD, okay? So you say once per bar crosses above signal. Do you get it? So let MACD crosses above signal, okay? Only once, no, once per bar. You say once per bar close. Pick it. Say alert will trigger every time the condition is met. This is the problem with people who use bots that are not followed up by human support. At the end of the day, a trade will be taken because of the condition met, and if market is being manipulated, they don't know what to do, and then the trade goes out. So those are the issues. Okay, so I can put it as say XRP, okay, something. Okay, sometime I can change this to, sorry. So I can say XRP buy order or buy position, buy and long position. And long positions. Okay, so you can see this is, you want to create alerts. So notification, come on, sorry about that. Okay. So please, I'm just doing this for beginners where you do not need to give yourself unnecessary headache. It's coming up, oh, sorry. So when you set the alerts, you can set the alert to connect with your phone, your number, but you may have to download the app if you want to get to your number. Then you can set the alert to your email. So when you receive an alert on your email, this has crossed, you come back and check. Are better condition met? Yes, then you can go ahead and take your trade. What's happening? Okay, so we're doing something. So you can see the Bollinger in combination with this help you a lot. So let me take off the Bollinger so that you can see the MACD properly. Can you see? So I'm going to set, so add alert, crossing, MACD, crossing signal, once per bar, notification. So where should we send it to? Send to my email. Sometimes I can combine it with an kind of URL. When I use my what's called, use my free commerce, I use it there. Okay, so then send email and SMS. So enter email address below. We will send you a text, right, message with a confirmation code. So you have to verify your so that it can send both SMS and to your email. So combination of email. All right. So so now that's what you want to do. You want to have a message. This one is because I want it to maybe give me an alert, alarm on my app. So if I put it there, maybe 30 seconds, you will continue. So notify on, so show pop-up on your trading view, notify on app, so that you have to download the app. Okay, so just all of those things. So if I have finished all of these, okay, I can say 5 seconds. So you see now, you need to download the app. That's what they are telling you if you want to have it that way. Okay, so you now create alerts. Okay, alert may trigger differently from what you expect. This is because at the moment, calculations are based on a linear scale, not a logarithm one. So got it? Yeah, continue anyway. So look at it now, you have set alert. So now you can see when I told you guys, so for instance, you have seen this by yourself. Why you set alert is that not all the time you'll be coming to check your trading view, right? So, but I've told you, this looking at your Bollinger, if I add something to you now, just let me show you something. Even EMA will help so much. Let's say EMA, even using 50, most I use 200 combination with other tool, depending on what appeals to you, okay? So this is exponential moving average. So I'm going to do something very, very fast now. So I'm putting 50 EMA, okay? I'm changing it to green, okay? They are making it more thicker for me. So sometime when you are trading, right, you can see that there was no good trading conditions all over here, right? That's what was inside your Bollinger. Now look at where normal, at least a reasonable trading position or condition was met. If you are doing all those scalping, that's when you could be taking all this kind literally to move and all of that. Now, what this has helped you to do is sometimes some people trade when it's above 50 MA, and then sometimes some people trade, so I can change this to 200 because that's a bit slower time frame. Okay, so 200 EMA. Can you see now? So very flat, can you see? So 200 EMA. After all this move, it was a confirmation here that yes, all right, can you see? And then go on. Now, sometime people after the trade, they, of course, you know, when you're combining with, so I can combine just EMA without using the Bollinger. Okay, sorry, let me just XRP back to Binance that will have longer data. Okay. So sometimes some people just use, you know, the AML, and then, you know, once movement above, and then once drop below and confirm, it goes short, okay? You can see the short, it continues, it's not going to change its mind because it entered the position, and they're just like you buy in your spot, continue that way, can you see? Now, it began to, of course, with price action, you are beginning to see another move. So, but it's waiting that, can it really break out? Yeah, it began to now have a breakout, but that was still a downtrend as much as possible. So now, so I've told you, can you see now? It's a continuous, and of course, you can agree with me that a short support here, but you can much be sure of here. But the moment you break this, you know that the whole thing is scattered, the journey is not good again, right? So your MACD have already given you signal that, you know what, I'm changing direction. And so at that point, anyone you buy here, you will have sold it. And if you have the time, you can go short as it were. Okay, so let me quickly do another one, combination of just 3 things, and then I'll call it today. So please, it's important you learn, okay? Just simple thing, start simple, and don't give yourself unnecessary stress. Now, let's use 4 hours because this will give you more better trend than the 1 hour. Can you see now? This give you better look and better decision. Listen, in the market, the longer the time frame, the better the decision without fear, okay? So most time, people get it twisted, okay? So the shorter the time, the more risky you expose yourself to market manipulators. Is that okay? All right, so now this is this. You can now see now 4-hour time frames, like the trend still continue. Let's bring Bollinger. Then I'll add Bollinger. 3 things I add here is Bollinger, Aichi cloud, that's Chimoku cloud, and then, okay, can you see now? So now with 4 hours time frame, this is a continuous trend. Why? How do you see? This is the upper limit, the lower limit, and then you have the moving average. Now, this combination helps you a lot. After all the squeeze here, you have a heat touch and then a breakout. And of course, it lost the trend here. You have taken a trade here, right? You have taken a trade here. This is your MACD. Even you took a trade here, right? And then, of course, you are not taking it serious at this point because the volume of the downtrend was not too much. Then you still left it, probably. That's why you don't trade with emotion. So after here, we have a kind of destruction of the market, right? You can see that 1 hour, this was not printed properly. But in 4 hours, you have more aggregates here, right? So not all these trades probably you enter, but certainly you might have entered this, okay? Now, this is another thing I will add, Ichimoku. Now, this is one of the easiest tools to use for a beginner. Very easy, not difficult to interpret. All right, it's very simple and straightforward that you may want to combine sometime just to get what you are looking for confirmation. Ichimoku. So Ichimoku cloud. So Ichimoku cloud to help you to give a support. So you can see that all these conditions were not even good conditions to trade, ordinarily. The only condition that was better to trade was at this point. Why? When the market's conditions, right? All these were below the cloud. Now, you probably do not have any good entry positions, right? Or I had time to fit all of these things, all right? So what you actually want to do, let me just do something. Where's the cloud? Call me. Okay, no more time to do that. So the only conditions that was better off for me and you to have entered the positions was here. Yeah, and got confirmation. The confirmation was here. How? The Bollinger, you can see it, clustered around together. Now, what happened? Once the movement of the market is above the cloud, you tend to break out. Then when it's hitting and coming inside the cloud, you tend to abstain and watch which direction will it go. Okay? So at that point, you can say, okay, you are taking a position that you are so much sure of. But when it's still within the cloud and all of that, it's not a good deal for you at all. So those are the simple things I was going to tell you. Of course, there are other tools we use that we combine, but this can help you a lot. Sometimes when people use a combination of these, so let me take the Ichimoku cloud off. Sometimes some people even use only Ichimoku cloud. Why? Because it's going to give them to, of course, I say it's the simplest to understand. Okay. So above the cloud, you take position. Below the cloud, you short your positions and all of that. Good. Now, this I need to change. Other thing people use is the combinations of RSI, which are oscillator. So RSI and stochastic RSI. But be careful on the RSI most time. People just say oversold, overbought. There can be continuous trend. So when you now missed it to say it's overbought, oversold. Well, time will not permit us to go up to all of this, so but I can just add up this to you. BB by okay, okay, use support resistance buy sell. This thing too can help you just to, as a beginner who do not have so much idea of the market as such. So you perhaps may want to, maybe this may be more easier for you guys. This ideal PB with MA alert. So this tool can help you. Okay, so let's come up. But the challenge here is that if you two are not too, I'll take time to interpret all of this for you and when to use it and how to use it, as it were. So, but you can use just Ichimoku Cloud and your Bollinger, whereby you can take a trade, buy. And so now, let's say we now said we're looking at, okay, so let's take BTC. You could see the breakout of BTC a few days back was massive. But we've been within a region for some time. Okay, so it was like a flying bird. But we have to be careful though. We have to be careful though, if I go on daily time frame, to see that we shouldn't just make noise unnecessarily just because we still have a long way to go. Okay, so I will have a lot of drawing of BTC before now on this place. Can see a lump of resistances that BTC is having ahead, right? So don't be deceived. We have at 18,000, even from here right now, but you can imagine the kind of resistance at 18,000. So I've really just gotten some, area of interest and area of value, you can see. So there can be a so much smooth journey of BTC. So it was just like, the same, just like having this. Okay. So there is nothing to over rejoice on, to think that maybe BTC actually broke out as such. So we are still just in a kind of serious matter. Okay, so now, so we have a lot of headway to go. So you can still see that BTC will struggle, eventually hit this guy, and then boom, return back, because if there's no way up, they can be way down. Okay, so I met a lot of people, and so we have a long way to go for going up. So this was just like moving out of this range, and of course you can see the breakout here. But then what then do you think? Can hit up here and then, so for me, I may be looking for any short position anytime from now for BTC. Right. So guys, so that's just a simple thing to let you know. As beginner, you can help yourself out. I have a lot of things to do. And then can take trade. Maybe the next training, I'm going to do examples of trade on maybe some of those exchange platforms, the CoinW, the Bybit, and then the Binance. So you want to be more detailed and you want to know more, and then we're coming up with a kind of refresher course. The month of February, it's going to be 2 weeks marathon online training, and so you will want to be a participant. That it just cost $300. All right, and people who want to really get to know and strategic things and such strategy pattern in the market, and so you want to be part of it, so you can chat up with us on my number +234 8036 9245 and 88. So you get registered before time, and then you wait, and we're going to be doing a lot of things that will simplify your trading career. So thank you very much, everyone. Do have a nice time. Enjoy yourself. Go and practice what I just showed to you now. Bye-bye.